Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
The Bears! Welcome back to Coffee with Tracks, brought to you by Chicago Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Tracks Hiatt, and today we've got some major Bears news. Dive into it. Buckle up, because the latest rumors are absolutely electrifying. Could Micah Parsons be heading to the Windy City? That's right. Micah Parsons to the Chicago Bears. This isn't just fan speculation. According to NFL Network's Ian Rapoport, the Dallas Cowboys have had internal discussions about trading their superstar edge rusher, Micah Parsons. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, no way the Cowboys trade away their defensive cornerstone, I get it. But remember this. It's the NFL, and anything could happen. The Bears made a huge splash with Montez Sweat, and adding Parsons could make our pass rush absolutely fearsome. Putting Parsons with Montez Sweat would be legendary, especially with Dennis Allen at the helm. Just picture it. Montez Sweat on one side and Micah Parsons on the other. That's the stuff of nightmares for opposing quarterbacks. Let's break down why this is such a massive deal. Micah Parsons isn't just good, he is elite. The numbers speak for themselves. At the ripe age of 25 years old, in 2024, through 13 games, he had 43 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 12 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Through 17 games in 2023, he had 64 tackles, 18 tackles for loss, 14 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. 2022, 17 games again, 65 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 13 and a half sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. 2021, through 16 games, 84 tackles. 20 tackles for loss, 13 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. This guy's a menace since day one. With these kinds of numbers, you could see why Dallas would get a haul in return. But you know what? This is exactly the type of player that Chicago needs to take this defense to the next level, folks. Imagine how much better the secondary would look if quarterbacks had less time to throw because of a dominant pass rusher. All right, so here's the trade idea that got Bears fans buzzing. This is purely speculative. Per Brandon Tracks Hiatt of Chicago Sports Podcast, he put together a package, and it's definitely plausible. The Bears receive Micah Parsons at edge. Cowboys receive 2025 first-round pick at number 10 and the 2026 first-round pick also. Now, let's be real. That's 2 first-round picks, right? And before you freak out about the price tag, just think about what you're getting. 25-year-old edge rusher who's already a 2-time Pro Bowler. A guy who can single-handedly wreck a game plan. You might be asking me, but Trax, isn't that a bit too much? Look, draft picks are like lottery tickets. You hope they turn into a player like Micah Parsons, but why take the chance when you can get a real through the NFL, and you better believe it, it would make the Bears a serious contender in the NFC. Like I said, those draft picks that you would get normally, those are just potential. With with Micah Parsons, you get a real deal. He already's been proven through 4 years. So let's talk about fit. Micah Parsons next to Montez Sweat, that's dangerous, right? It would give a Bears pass rushing duo that could rival in the best, be possibly the best in the league, I would say. Not to mention, it would make life easier for our young secondary, allowing them to capitalize on hurried throws and poor decisions by quarterbacks under pressure. Here's the thing right now. Our defensive line is solid, but we're missing game changers. Parsons is that guy. In an NFC North that features quarterbacks like Jared Goff and, depends on what's going on in Minnesota, and Jordan Love in Green Bay and Jared Goff in Detroit. Yeah, Minnesota is not really quite sure what's going on right there yet. There's a lot of speculation, and no one knows for sure what's going on there. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. In the NFC North, we got some pretty dang good quarterbacks, man. All right, Bears fan, it's time for you guys to weigh in. This is where you come in. I want to hear from you. You ain't going to get this on the 3-letter networks of ABC, NBC. You're not going to get this on the 4-letter networks of ESPN. You're going to get this right here on Chicago Sports Podcast. Thank you guys all for showing up and showing out this morning, having coffee with Tracks, talking about our beloved Chicago Bears and how the Dallas Cowboys have internal discussions right now talking about shipping off Micah Parsons. And you know what? He's actually been on record talking about how this is a really great landing spot, how this is a really good team built for years to come because of the contract of Caleb Williams and his dual threat ability and what he brings to the table and the contracts. It looks very nice. So it sounds to me like he's interested in coming to Chicago. It's not a foregone conclusion. It's not a seal the deal, but it is definitely a possibility. We are on his radar. He has talked about us being a very good team for years to come. So it is very possible, especially with the Dallas Cowboys needing a lot of help over there. Listen, they got a brand new coach. They're starting from the ground up. He wants to do his thing. So he wants to bring in his people, and the best way to do that is to get multiple draft picks for a player that you've already got in the building and clear that cap space also while you're at it. So, like I said, it's time for you guys to weigh in, okay? This is where you come in. I want to hear from you guys. Should the Bears pull the trigger on this blockbuster trade? Would you be willing to give up 2? Not 1, but 2 first-round draft picks for a game wrecker like Micah Parsons? I know I would. I'd love to see that guy in blue and orange. We've already talked about, having Myles Garrett over here. And Myles Garrett is a few years older. Yeah, I get it. This guy's 25 years old. Oh, my. 25. And you already heard his stats, 85 tackles, 14 sacks, couple fumble recoveries. He's a menace. He is a straight-up beast. So, sound off on the comments below. Type T for trade or P for pass. Would you trade 2 first-rounder picks for Micah Parsons? Type Y for yes or N for no, please. And hey, don't forget to like this video if you're hyped about the possibility of Parsons in a Bears uniform. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the Chicago Sports Podcast. We're bringing you the latest Bears news, rumors, and in-depth analysis all season long. Hit that noti bell so you never miss an episode. With 2025 free agency and the NFL draft right around the corners, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning of what could be a wild offseason for the Chicago Bears. Adding Micah Parsons to the Chicago Bears could change everything. Imagine how much it would open up the defensive playbook. Defensive coordinator Dennis Allen had promised an attacking, aggressive defense. Parsons would be the ultimate weapon to bring the vision to life. All right, we've got 5 at 5. Here's our questions for you guys. Please weigh in. Would Micah Parsons make the Bears a playoff contender? Why or why not? Who would benefit the most from Parsons joining the Bears? Would it be Montez Sweat or the secondary? Type MS for Montez Sweat or S for secondary. Is 2 first-round picks too steep of a price, or is Parsons worth the gamble? Type Y for yes or N for no. How do you think this move would impact the Bears' approach to the 2025 draft? I'll tell you guys right now, me personally, this right here is a deal. 2 first-round draft picks, 1 this year, 1 next year. Listen, we've already got 1 extra draft pick from last year, a couple years ago, right? When we did the whole DJ Moore deal. We got a second this year. So we got 2 seconds, right? And then we potentially got 2 thirds if Ian Cunningham moves on to Jacksonville Jaguars. So according to the minority rules and all that. So we'll see what happens there. We've got a couple 7th-round draft picks, and it's not over yet. There's still some wheeling and dealing. But like I said, basically what you're doing is you're drafting Micah Parsons in the 1st round with that 1st-round draft pick. Next year, you'll worry about next year. Right now, he's in the building. And I promise you this, no matter who you get, ladies and gentlemen, does not matter if you get Carter or anybody in the 1st round, they can potentially hope to be at least and limited to 75% or less better than Micah Parsons. That's just a gamble. You don't know how they're going to translate in the NFL. All that is just hopes, you know. So you already know what you're getting in Micah Parsons. So, like I said, who do you think is the biggest threat in the NFC North next season? And would Micah Parsons change that? All right, that's going to wrap up today's show and our episode on Coffee with Tracks on Chicago Sports Podcast. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow Bears fans and join the conversation in the comments below. Remember, we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. We've already hit that 2,500 mark, and we're well over 3,000 on Instagram. We're at 2,500 on XApp. We're through the charts. We're like past 5,000 on Facebook. We are everywhere, folks, but we want to grow our YouTube channel. And here's how we're going to help you out. Help us help you. If you subscribe and share this video, you'll be entered in to win a jersey of your choice. Who wouldn't want to rep a brand new jersey, especially if it says Parsons on the back? Until next time, folks, I'm Brandon Tracks Hiatt. Stay hyped, stay loyal, and always bear down. Now, let's get into the chat. Let's see what's going on. What's up, Chris Foster? How you doing, buddy? Grasshopper, what's up, buddy? First time I'm seeing you. He says he's got potential too. Hey, man, when they got tryouts, come on, show up and show out. I'm all for guys getting a chance, for sure, buddy. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Or if you're talking about potential to be on the podcast, let me know. Let's cook, buddy. Let's cook. Sheeppoink says, I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm not able to see the thumbs up, so here's my thumbs up. Sheeppoink says, no, she's not up for it. All right, so, hey, everybody have a good time today. Be great today. Enjoy your hump day. Stay warm. We're supposed to get a ton of snow. Well, they changed it. It was supposed to be like 12 inches or something. Now they scaled it back to 6. I hope they scale it back even less than that. It's about 30 degrees outside right now. Maybe it's a little colder than that. I'm not quite sure. But, yeah, man, stay warm. Be great today. Enjoy the day. Love you guys. Thanks for showing up and showing out. Until next time, Chi-Town up and bear down.